Good afternoon, it's your boy Chozen Destiny, and today I'm here to promote some new tracks from my album, Essence of Transcendence, which is dropping July 24th on all major platforms, Spotify, Amazon, Tidal. And I'm also here today with a dope artist who's also featured on my album, Essence of Transcendence, by the name of Joy.
Thank you, bro. What's up, y'all?
And also we're going to be playing a couple of tracks from her album, because I want you to get a feel for her voice and her soulful energy that she brings. You know, she kind of reminds me of like a Lauryn Hill.
Oh, that's a compliment. For real, that's a dope compliment.
Hey, it's real time. Like, wait till they hear this music. So the first couple of tracks that I'm going to go into off of my new album, The Essence of Transcendence. The first one will be My Own Wave. The second one will be We Are Not the Same. And I'm going to end it with Common Sense, which also features the soulful artist Joy. That was a gem of a record. One thing I liked about working on that record is that just like me, she's a songwriter, and it came out extra dope.
Yeah, I had a good time working on that one, and listen up when he's playing this music, because he got something to say every track. You're going to learn something new.
Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. On this higher plane of existence, it's so easy to lose interest. Since they rapping at me with gibberish, I might as well beat them senseless. I bring smoke like incense in the spiritual realm, destroying your defenses. I've been baptized in every mental illness and got vaccinated being a surrealist. That's operations like a kill by checking off an extensive issue list. All your favorite rappers are busy being a sucker for love like Dobie Gillis. Now comprehend this, my aura tears through body parts and main spirits, while spitting scientific with lyrics as complex as a formula from a chemist. For beef, I'm too eager to dish you and then catch amnesia. Nor the type to bust a shot and then get shaky with the heater. So the shoe fits, all these rappers can slip on the same sneakers, cause I don't need overwhelming features from a legend to sell my albums neither. This is ether, they can lock down big business just like property seizure. See, even in my leisure, I stay surgical like a medical procedure. Y'all can tell by my demeanor, I ain't into following no leaders. I'll snap the head off a wannabe Caesar and convert these new believers. I have my own ways, forget hopping on somebody else's wave. Watching artists follow suit like a bunch of good slaves. I vow to stay independent, so nobody's blocking my gateway. But if y'all disobey, your albums won't see the light of day. I have my own ways, forget hopping on somebody else's wave. Watching artists follow suit like a bunch of good slaves. I vow to stay independent, so nobody's blocking my gateway. But if y'all disobey, your albums won't see the light of day. I'm the truth that hits just like multiple explosions, the dark compulsions that causes global convulsions, like 1,000 diseases swimming through everybody's hemoglobin. My mental's golden and as sharp as the sword of the African shogun. All empires face corrosion when I'm flowing just like the blood from fallen Romans. I've survived dodging females with evil notions as vast as the ocean. These women with these dark omens always trying to inject the love potion. It's funny how nobody pledges their devotion until you get everything in motion. But I've been chosen while everybody's been sleeping like an overdose of melatonin. I'm live from California where gaming is as real as it gets, where people shack up with people they resent just to pay the rent. Many are slaves of being content and get crash landed after descent. While I'm known to reinvent just like a dictatorship, pushing a religious ferment. Voodoo was our ancestors' tradition that got flea bitten and created Wiccans. But like spells, my destiny was written like master teachings that were hidden. I can't be so divine wisdom from imposters in the mental prison, cause I'm colder than the blood of a reptilian with multi-dimensional visions. I have my own ways, forget hopping on somebody else's wave. Watching artists follow suit like a bunch of good slaves. I vow to stay independent, so nobody's blocking my gateway. But if y'all disobey, your albums won't see the light of day. I have my own ways, forget hopping on somebody else's wave. Watching artists follow suit like a bunch of good slaves. I vow to stay independent, so nobody's blocking my gateway. But if y'all disobey, your albums won't see the light of day. I'm an anti-hero, making them catch on like exposure to patient zero. Bringing the final deletion of my enemies like Matt Hardy and Brother Nero. These rappers sold out to these cheap bimbos, now they caught up in limbo to get started to the beat of my drum at an unmatchable tempo. Fucking churches and Bibles, I'd rather put my faith in pistols and rifles. Something about taking out my arch rivals gives me the feeling of a revival. My flow's vital and ahead of the competition by 1,000 solar cycles. They worship me like an idol, but making contact brings a downward spiral. In battle, I'm leaving Earth scorched like a rampage from the Human Torch. My brainwaves are futuristic like being able to rapidly teleport exotic imports. That reality's warped with different echelons, so there's a lack of support. Cause in my core, all these black rappers are getting ran down for sport. It's just like going big game hunting on a private island resort. The way I cut the elitist time short, sending their souls for final transport. My cerebral's a computer breaking down their info like a data report. They don't need a passport for me to send them all back to their source. I have my own ways, forget hopping on somebody else's wave. Watching artists follow suit like like a bunch of good slaves. I vow to stay independent, so nobody's blocking my gateway. But if y'all disobey, your albums won't see the light of day. I have my own ways, forget hopping on somebody else's wave. Watching artists follow suit like a bunch of good slaves. I vow to stay independent, so nobody's blocking my gateway. But if y'all disobey, your albums won't see the light of day. You was just listening to my own wave off of my new album, The Essence of Transcendence, July 24th.
Dopeness. I hope y'all was listening.
The next track we going into is We Are Not the Same.
He ride his own wave and he ain't the same as y'all.
Oh yeah, and I'll be shooting a music video to this pretty soon too, so be on the lookout for that.
We say this humbly, y'all gotta ride your own wave too. Don't be nobody's slave, like he said in the song.
Next track, We Are Not the Same. Giving y'all just a little taste of this one. Convert solar energy just like photosynthesis to get breath to lyricists. Haters are unimportant like an arch nemesis I don't even know exists. My majestic vibe can upgrade your consciousness just like a planet ship. I got the soul of a black activist, firebombing police departments, inciting conflict. They aiming at the crown, but a god will never back down. Unlike Killer Mike playing both sides, crying the tears of a clown. The movement's been co-opted like an invaded town by sellouts lurking around. Tip and Wayne step into the mound like agents wired for sound. I'm dark matter striking rappers like the fear to hereafter. Y'all pop like firecrackers, I pop like exploding nuclear reactors. Got a glamour, I got a graveyard for all of your swagger. My bars can break all rappers of stature, leaving their whole essence fractured. The word from my cosmic presence doesn't require slave contracts for evidence. Some always seem to mistake my superior intelligence for arrogance. Then it's jealous I can build bridges between galaxies with my brilliance, while these rappers are washed up like an artist accepting a Vegas residence. I've been delivering albums that put every rapper to shame, while y'all drop whack projects funded by $1 million campaigns. I got a better contract and I ain't even signed my name. Free to travel in my own lane, no, we are not the same. I've been delivering albums that put every rapper to shame, while y'all drop whack projects funded by $1 million campaigns. I got a better contract and I ain't even signed my name. Free to travel in my own lane, no, we are not the same. I'm the black-handed guy that suffocated the myths of white Jesus. Please slide y'all yokels, listen Cletus, we ain't showing no weakness. Their hatred's running intravenous just like their envy of my black penis. Even the galactic federations know about the superhuman depths of my genius. The same people pledging their allegiance show disrespect at their convenience. Those mistakes endanger their fees cause I'm a madman like Simon Phoenix. My global domination thesis, I'll leave every single college professor speechless. I'll punch them in the microscopic pieces like a deity's power that's reached the zenith. Just like the DOC, I feel nobody can do it better. My moves shake earth like tectonic plates. Call me Des Loma Prieta. I wreck this shit like machines of human era, tampering with the weather. Y'all couldn't be seasoned even if y'all were shot up with a flavor injector. I channel energy that's interstellar to have my way with financial sectors. My crosshairs a measure for judges trying to play us like court gestures. I expose them just like politicians whose names are on corporate ledgers. Fuck a lecture, my fury hunt them all just like a menacing specter. I've been delivering albums that put every rapper to shame, while y'all drop whack projects funded by $1 million campaigns. I got a better contract and I ain't even signed my name. Free to travel in my own lane, no, we are not the same. I've been delivering albums that put every rapper to shame, while y'all drop whack projects funded by $1 million campaigns. I got a better contract and I ain't even signed my name. Free to travel in my own lane, no, we are not the same. So now we're getting into the next record, which is Common Sense, which is a record I have featuring Joy. Definitely listen up to this one because she blew the socks off me when to see her work in the studio on this one. She really motivated me on this one. Programming's like a drug lace, renting room in our headspace. Disgrace government in the United States, just trying to save face. The media abuses our faith, setting us all up to fall from grace. There's no safe place once all their propaganda defaces your mental state. The mockers of self-hate, blaming scapegoats for a celebrated crime rate. Here your mistakes can warrant your character assassination during a public showcase. Hypocrites give chase but edit out their faults like cut and paste, while CNN and Fox play a game of misinformation at high stakes. I've been trying to warn them, delayed justice is under extortion, with cop justice and lawyers paid off just like soldiers of fortune. They keep you entertained with fake reality shows that stimulate your endorphins, keeping you distracted and never reporting on black people with missing organs. It's the Eye in the Sky recording live from your smart TV hard drive, and what they supply is just as deadly as a Colombian necktie. They got us buying useless supplies while in our backyards they gentrify. Colonialism never died, but I bet you bought that line.
Can't believe all you hear on the radio, on the local news, or it's TV show. Gotta use common sense, don't be naive, as the media will have you deceived. People walk around feeling stressed, they so depressed, cause all the noise in their head, they're waking up, scrolling through social media instead of searching for internal peace. You gotta wake up and see past the agenda, meditate and don't fall for the distraction. Only a fraction of what you see is true. You gon' only know as much as they want you to.
TV's got you under the persuasion of these pagans, these secret masons. Your conscience needs to be awakened, their evil's brazen and breathtaking. Showing off material wealth while hiding their blood sacrifices to leave you shaking. These Hollywood pedophiles are on an invasion that's past craving. This is hell. Why is everything up for sale just like it's retail? What they call upscale, I call living in a jail. America's just like a bougie third world country flying off the rails. Accessing your higher self is the only way you're gonna prevail.
Can't believe all you hear on the radio. Don't you believe on the local news or a TV show. Open up your eyes. Gotta use common sense, don't be naive, as the media will have you deceived.
That was a fire record by me and Joy, Common Sense. Check that out on the album, Essence of Transcendence. I have a dope artist here by the name of Joy, who you just heard on Common Sense. But now I'm gonna introduce her to you and let her tell you more about herself and, get into some of her tracks. So Joy, tell everybody how you got started doing music.
Well, can I first of all say thank you for having me here with you.
Definitely.
And then also, your music is undeniably awesome. And then you if you're not listening, you missing out. You got to listen fast, but he got a lot to say in a little bit of time, so it's all worth it. So how I got started was actually it's kind of a sad story, and I'm gonna shorten it up. I've always sang in church since I was a young girl, about 8 years old, but I didn't start showing other people until my brother actually passed away, because he used to always ask me to sing, and I was too shy to do it. And when he passed away, I had to do it. I did it at his funeral. Unfortunately, I had to do it one time because they was looking for a singer, and I'm like, this is something my brother always wanted me to do, so I got to do it. And the response I got from it gave me the courage to keep going and keep trying to sing professionally and getting in the studio and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So where are you from?
I'm from the Bay Area, but to be more specific, Richmond, born and raised.
Okay.
But I was also part-time raised in San Francisco with a split family situation,
Okay.
So I'm back and forth a lot.
That's what's up. Yeah, I was raised in Oakland and Vallejo, so we got that Bay Area thing in common. Introduce your tracks.
This song is called Selfish. I did this song a while ago. A lot of my song is unreleased still, so you'll be hearing it for the first time. And on this track, I kind of just went into the studio and started vibing out and came up with this song.
And what we gonna play after that? Go into the next track.
It's called a song called Never Leave, and these, it's pretty much trying to bring some of that R&B soul back, because it's pretty much like underground music. You can't hear it on the radio stations.
That's real talk.
Boy, I just want you all to myself. See, I admit I'm a little bit selfish when I think about them chicks. They don't deserve you like I do. I worked hard for you, and I'm not willing to share what we have with no one else. I give you my love, and I value our time, and my focus is to make you all mine. Can't settle for just number one. I gotta be the only one, 'cause you're my baby, yeah. Them other girls, they just can't compete with me. So keeping them all around is obsolete. You see, I'm trying to change the game. I wanna take your last name. That's why I don't mind saying that I'm stingy with you. Boy, I just want you all to myself. See, I admit I'm a would make no sense without us. I know we arguing, we fight sometimes, but that doesn't matter. Just like the other day, I said some things, had you feeling some type of way. Like we won't last, but I say things that I don't mean when I get mad. But you can rest assured, you can rest assured, what we have is secure. And I ain't going nowhere. Even through all the drama, I got your back through ups and downs. I put that on my mind. Cross my heart, I will die before. I will die before I would ever leave your side. My breath away if I step away. I would never leave your side. See, there's a lot of men who try to step into your place, but I won't let them, cause I know the grass ain't always greener on the other side. I'd rather water mine and watch it grow, cause there's better days to look forward to.
What you just heard was two dope, amazing records from the artist Joy. The first record was Selfish. The second one was Never Leave. And we definitely want to see, your music on these platforms. So we need you to, get on releasing this music because, you got a lot of good talent. And I'm really amazed by your songwriting capabilities.
Thank you so much. I'm definitely working on it. We'll have something out soon for you.
That's what's up. We're going to hold you to that, too.
Okay.
Definitely. And so, Dr. G, we thank you for the opportunity. Shouts out to the Northbay Uprising, and we'll send it back to you, Dr. G.